Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we have just taken over this territory over here, and that is wonderful. The real question, of course, becomes, what is our next goal? That was kind of our overall goal there. I mean, we do have some constructions we can do still. That's not the worst concept to finish those out. We are pregnant, that's fine. We're not too concerned about that. We can transfer this prince over. I guess that's okay. We know that we're pretty close to our vassal cap, so yeah, I'm okay with that. I wouldn't mind grabbing some territory over here, but if I recall correctly, we were actually waiting on Divine Right finishing up in about a year to be able to push claims a little bit more efficiently. Not necessarily on some of these single province realms over here, but on some of these other larger realms. So that's fine. We're going to hop on over here, and I think we're just going to kill about a year here while we upgrade structures and wait for that tech to come in. It shouldn't be too bad. Yes, we accept 10 gold. So we lose 20 control level here, but we gain a bunch of development growth. And 300 gold. I'm actually going to accept that, but we are going to work on increasing control, even though it is reduced by 50%. I'm not hugely okay with it, but I mean, it's fine. I'm not too concerned. Ooh, we still have some economic upgrades to do up here. I like that. Well, I don't like that we have them to do, but I like that we have more economic headroom. Speaking of economic headroom, fairly soon here, we should definitely consider upgrading our royal court grandeur levels. We definitely should consider it. I don't know what faded in and out there. That was a little weird. We have an event here, a flesh wound, and this guy is apparently bleeding on our carpet, and that's very rude. We can talk, but your liege is paying for my carpet. Actually, 92% chance of successful wound treatment? Sure, we'll do that. That's fine. We'll force him to get treatment. Sounds good. We have a daughter here, and that gains us 75 prestige. Our rival died, but that doesn't actually lose us any stress level there. We can hold court. I'm not too interested in doing that for the moment. That will be something that we're probably interested in doing later. We do get a stewardship lifestyle perk. We'll take detailed ledgers. That does increase our monthly income still more. We're making 153 per month right now, which is a lot, no doubt about that. But we do have additional upgrades to work on, and I'm very happy to do so. So this castle is now capped out. Nothing more to be done there. However, most of our castles are not. So we definitely have some work to be done. This one is capped out. Our capital will not be capped out for a while yet. So yeah, we have a number of these to do yet. And once we get Divine Right in about 3 months here, we will go to war. That is for sure. I want to continue to expand. 4 months left on our pastoral lands. Sure. So yeah, we're hopefully going to be able to do a little bit of work here. I'm not entirely sure if we can combine de jure claims with Divine Right, though. That's the question. So what is going on next? Okay, it looks like both are on guilds. That'll be done in 2 years. Do we care about knighthood? I mean, knight effectiveness is good, and direct vassal opinion would be nice too. Land grants is fairly irrelevant to us, though. I don't really care about land grants. I mean, the Casus Belli prestige cost reduction is nice, but honestly, piety is our bigger prestige cost. So yeah, I don't really care about that too much. I think it doesn't really matter what we go for here, I think. We're going to go for knighthood, and that does mean that guilds is going to be done in 4 years instead of 2, but I'm okay with that. Knighthood will now be done in 10 years, and then land grants soon after that, because with guilds, it will either expose knighthood or it will expose land grants, and whichever it does, we'll make sure that we're on the other. So that's okay. As far as this over here goes, I would like to declare war over here. We can seize the petty kingdom de jure, and that's something that we will absolutely do. We will also go after Lari here, seizing that de jure. That's only a county. We're going to do all of these. De jure claims on all of them. Perfect. Now, what do we got over here? Petty Kingdom de jure. Anything else? All he'd have left is a single county. Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and do the Petty Kingdom de jure. That'll be fine. Do we want to declare on anybody else over here? Are any of these claims any good at all? That's a negative. I think we'll hold off on this for the moment, and we'll just do the simple 5 wars. 5 simultaneous wars. We're going to raise our men-at-arms here, and are we expecting to need any more than just our men-at-arms? Honestly, no, we're not. Okay. So that'll be fine. No, don't come this way. There you go. Cool. The decorated behemoth figurine was destroyed. Okay. I'm not sure. No, I don't want to create a new Zoroastrian faith. I wanted to look in here. 19 years, 19 years. Okay. And then I wanted to check in our court artifacts, although we do have a homesick mother. We can gain some dread out of it. Sure, we'll do that. Get out of here, you leech. And I do think that we should bump up to maximum. Yes, we're still going to be making plenty of gold. So that's good. Fantastic. Court artifacts. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah, there's nothing to be done here. So that's fine. Okay. Let's wrap up these wars. As soon as our troops raise up, this will be no real problem, of course. They're sieging over here, which is adorable. We'll get there eventually. With our fancy new siege weapons, we're just going to... I really don't care about them sieging over here. It's fine. They can do that. So we're going to head over here. This war is, of course, won. For some reason, I can't right-click on it. Of course I can't. I was just playing Europa, and that's not how Crusader Kings works. Right-clicking on the war in Europa is how you propose peace in Europa. You have to left-click on it in Crusader Kings. Exciting. So we're going to go ahead and enforce our demands there. Fantastic. We do need a new marshal, and it will be this gentleman. He is skill 27. That's good. And yeah, they're going to win a couple sieges over here. I don't care. They can do that. We're going to wrap up these wars nice and quickly. Training grounds have been constructed. We should actually pop back over to our capital briefly here and get additional upgrades going. After all, we need to be more powerful. Power is important, at least on paper. It doesn't really matter if it's like de facto power, as long as it's like de jure power. As long as other people believe you have the power. That's what's important. So we're going to enforce our demands here as well. Excellent. And we will begin doing some sieging over here. Cool. They will complete a siege. That's okay. We will complete a siege as well, and then we'll head into their capital. And we'll see what we get. Oh, this is so fast. We're actually going to make a detour over here. Oh, that war is actually over. I was planning to come back over this way, but sure. We'll enforce those demands. Excellent. 2 wars left. There we go. And we'll need to siege this down. That'll be 32 days. Someone learned Armenian. Good for them. Sure, show in the king. 75 prestige. Sounds good. Apparently they're still here sieging. I don't know what's going on there. But we're going to head over this way now and stack wipe his army. This war is, of course, over, and we only have 1 war remaining. So that's a good amount of border gore over here cleared up. We're going to need to come down over this way eventually as well. We can declare war on that guy, but not on this one. Okay. Just wanted to check that. Oh, we actually captured him in the battle. So, war's over. Fantastic. Well, we do need to hand out this title. There we go. That does also put us above our vassal limit. Where are you supposed to go, buddy? In this duchy. Does this duchy exist? Yes, but we need to usurp it. And then that would go to this guy. Okay. And of course, that doesn't actually change anything, but we can now transfer him over to a kingdom. There we go. Cool. So that'll solve that problem. Now, as far as this goes, they are claiming this county. Okay. I think we'll let them do that. And we might come up over this way and address this situation over here. Maybe these guys too. Let's see. So we could declare war here on this county de jure. That's absolutely something we're interested in doing. This is much bigger than I thought, but they also don't have much. So we could do a de jure duchy here. It's not great. What other claims do we have? Oh, we have a full kingdom claim. He would become our vassal. Done, but we're not going to declare other wars. We're going to focus on this war a bit. We do need to deal with this one, of course. So we're going to head down over here. We're going to raise our men-at-arms, and we're going to need some levy troops for this one. They're going to head on in, and they will arrive in the eventual times. We're going to raise up around 20,000 here. I'm going to bump it down to speed 3 as well, because it's a little bit more important of a war than I thought it would be. So, we've got around 8,000 here. We do get a new stewardship lifestyle perk. We'll grab men-at-arms maintenance. And what is this faction? An independence faction. Okay. Can we do something about this? Maybe. We would gain a weak hook on the kid. That's awkward. I was hoping to get one on this guy. What's he upset about anyway? He wants a seat on the council and cultural acceptance. I mean, fair enough. What can we do here? Our player heir and son. We'll probably break this betrothal later. Let's go ahead and do that. And also, speaking of our son, what's he got for education? He's not on an education focus. I still want him to be stewardship for the time being. So we're going to do that, and we'll also educate him ourselves? Yeah, we're Midas touched. So there we go. That'll do. That will get that guy on our side, and he's basically 30% of this faction. So there shouldn't be any problem with that. Like I said, we want around 20k here. So that faction disbands. Perfect. We have 15k, 16, 19, and 20. There we go. So they'll head on in, and then the men-at-arms will follow closely behind. And then we'll head up here soon enough. Cool. Okay, so we're going to group these guys together, and we're going to put in a siege force. That siege force will be around 5k in strength. Actually, we can go to like 7k in strength. That's fine. And then we're going to make our way up over this way. The question is, where are their troops? And the answer is, they're actually up here attacking us this way. That's fairly clever of them. But it's fine. We're going to get this under our control very soon, and then we'll turn our focus entirely onto these guys. We're going to need to start slow sieges over here. We can see that it said they'd have 15k. They have 5k. So this is half of their army. If that's the case, we're going to split in half, and we're going to start slow sieges in these locations. That'll be fine. If he's just going to siege up there, I don't care. He can do this. This is okay. We're going to take the more important territory. So these guys are going to head up, and they don't have a siege commander. Let's see about giving them one. This guy will do. There's a siege commander there. I would like to see... Oh, these are all siege commanders. Perfect. So this war is, of course, over, and we will enforce those demands. Wonderful. Cleans up that bit of border core. But yeah, we're going to get so much out of this. I like it. So these guys are going to head up over here. They just wanted to get a little bit of a start on this slow siege. As soon as we take over, there we go. Off we go. Gray days, huh? Okay. We're just feeling a bit of a malaise right now, I guess. Sure. But we should be okay for the moment. I mean, unless somebody murders us, I suppose. We've been getting murdered a lot in Crusader Kings lately, it feels like. I mean, it's been happening in both games. I'm not hugely shocked by this, but we're now melancholic. Okay, fair enough. We can mint new coinage, and we have a 100% chance. We're honest, but that's okay. I do want to hop back to our capital and see about any additional structure construction we might be able to do. Yes, this castle is maxed, and Kapan is not yet. Kitis will be, and excellent. That's all great. We are not, of course, fully maxed yet, but we're making good progress on that front. And this is also with our court grandeur maxed, which is insane, I might add. We have 2 new court artifacts. For now, I'm content with the ones we've got. We're going to send these guys over to here as soon as our siege force arrives. There we go. Actually, we should have sent them here. We lost our commander here, which is unfortunate. Do we have another one? Yes, another siege commander here. We also need a new marshal, and it will be this gentleman. Okay. So we're going to come siege here next. We're now at 21% war score. Their sieges are ongoing. We can see all of their troops are up here. I'm okay with this. This is completely fine. So we're going to continue our slow sieges here. We're going to make our way up over this direction. Yeah, we'll take some attrition, but that's okay. Not too concerned about that. 7 months and 4 months on those sieges, respectively. Sounds good. We will have the entire war goal under our control very soon. And they're sieging very slowly in comparison. So that's great. Our main siege force will head up to Datong as soon as we're done here in just a week. And there we go. We actually got a valuable hostage there. His son and heir, apparently. Only 10%, but even so, not bad. This siege will finish up in 20 days and 3 months up here. We are above our vassal limit, and we can actually just transfer this vassal over, so no problem. Don't need to do anything really there. This siege has finished, and we will head on up over this way. We lost the siege of Hami. That's okay. I don't care about that. Ticking war score will be on our side as soon as this siege finishes up in just 40 days. So yeah, this is going absolutely swimmingly, as we expected. I'm actually shocked that we had a claim on their entire kingdom, but we'll happily take it. So we'll just go here, and we'll have these guys chill. Actually, supplies are really tight here in the mountains. That's not surprising, but it is unfortunate that this happens to be in the mountains. I mean, obviously it's going to be in the mountains in this region, but yeah, the supplies are going to be tight, no matter how we handle it. So at 62%, our court grandeur is now maxed out. We do have 2 new artifacts that I'm just going to look at here to get rid of. This tapestry. Some of these are things we might want to display. Okay. I think this is a fine book about books right now. The Uyghur treaties are probably better, aren't they? Yes, they're just better. So we'll do that. As far as this goes, we've got Flavius's Spear of Virtue. Okay. I want to pause the game here. We are currently displaying here the ornamental coffret, and we could be displaying the Lamellar armor. Okay, yeah, these are all fine. No problem here. And as far as our tapestries go, I think those are fine too. So that's okay. No real problem there. These guys are going to walk up over to here, these guys to here, and these guys are going to push forward to here. We're at 77% on our war score now. These guys are just sieging here. That's okay. Ticking should come into effect quite soon. In theory. Assuming I didn't miss something in the objectives here. Oh, actually, no. The objective is this entire area. We're not going to get ticking. That's right. We do need to make our way over towards their capital, and that is going to be our goal. We're actually going to take this over, and we'll head on up to here. These guys are probably going to turn around and head back this way as soon as they're done with the siege, although that's going to be a year. We're taking heavy attrition out over this way, and again, that's fully to be expected. In fact, we might want to give up on slow sieges altogether and just fast siege, especially since we're at 98% war score now. That escalated quickly, for sure. This will give us 100%. This is the end of the war. We can get golden aplomb, and we'll go ahead and take that. And there we go. Excellent. So this is all going to come into our territory now. We'll enforce our demands. And there we go. We fully surround this entire area. Well, with the possible exception of, like, Langzhou over here. Sure. But yeah, this needs to get cleaned up for sure. We also want to finish cleaning up this area. And in fact, let's just head down here. We can declare war on this right now. We can just take this single Sakana and we can head down in here as well. This is going to be not entirely cleaned up here because there are two duchies here. But we'll just get that started. And how many troops do they have combined? Not enough. Okay. We'll raise up our troops around here. And we're just going to raise our men-at-arms. They'll head on in here as soon as they can. And we'll need one more war to finish this off. But we have definitely expanded incredibly rapidly. There's no doubt about that. And we're going to expand more rapidly, too. Are they fighting each other? They're fighting each other. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. We are over our vassal limit, and we'll deal with that after this war. Or actually, probably in the next episode. We'll see how long this war ends up taking. But that is something we'll need to do. So we're heading on over. 50 gold. Sounds good. We'll happily take that. Let's hop back while we are heading over, and let's get a few more constructions going. Our capital castle is now maxed out. Many of these castles are maxed out, but not all. Yeah, not all, but that's okay. More constructions are finishing up, and we will finish this siege in just a moment here. 5 days. So this will get one of these wars done. He's actually leaving, so that's fine. I don't care about that. We're gonna walk on in over this way. We're just gonna siege his capital here. He has decided not to embark, and he's gonna try to like come siege up over here or something. I'm not entirely sure what his plan is. He doesn't really have any good options. We can respond to anything he does. But we don't need to, is the thing. Sieging here? Like, okay, sure. We'll just come siege over here, I guess. Actually, I'd like to get ticking unless we win from this siege. $72. Fighting him is all we need. We don't need to siege again. Okay. Sounds good. We are 2 direct vassals above our limit at this time. And we're just going to hop over here. He does not escape. And this will end the war. Perfect. There we go. This will, of course, be de jure, so we'll hand that on out. Fantastic. And we no longer need these troops up. There we go. Exciting. So we're going to go for this next. We will go ahead and take this as soon as we can, but we are truced, of course. It is about time to put a cut in here, though, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Next episode, we'll finish this off. work on cleaning up this territory over here. I'd like to clean up some territory over here too. CBs are difficult here, though. That said, we might be able to get some claims rolling here. It might not be an awful subjugate either. It's not perfect, but we'll see. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.